During this holiday season, give your loved ones a gift that keeps on giving for the rest of their life. Torpedo Pot is the only affordable self-growing flower pot that ensures your future food survival. All you do is add soil, seeds, and seedlings to the flower pot and watch your plants grow. Torpedo Pot can grow nutritious food in such abundance and variety that you can produce more food than your local farm. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
Salibonani, unjani, makadi. Hello everyone, welcome back to another broadcast of the African Diaspora News Channel with me, your host, Maritawana, aka Pocahontas, Sithole Imali. And of course, if you're just joining us for the first time, you're most definitely welcome. Please do not hesitate to like, share this video, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell for more content. Now today we're talking about the rising fear of xenophobia attacks in South Africa. Now, Zimbabweans in neighboring South Africa are living in fear of xenophobic attacks following a wave of violence targeting foreign nationals in the country. Now, there have been reports of violence against foreign nationals, including especially Zimbabweans, in areas such as Diepkloof, Rosebank, and Turffontein in Johannesburg, amid fear that it might, spread. Videos have been circulating on social media showing South Africans coordinating the attacks under the hashtag Operation Dudula, targeting Zimbabwe nationals living in rented houses and surviving on informal trading, such as, selling vegetables and, all sorts of things. The Zimbabwe community in South Africa spokesperson Bongani Mkwananzi urged the South African government to intervene to save lives and property. This came at a time when South Africa has tightened screws on illegal migrants. The neighboring country has also pronounced that it would not renew permits which were granted to Zimbabweans, which were called the Zimbabwe exemption permits. In 2019, several shops and property belonging to African immigrants were burnt or looted by locals during the violence that claimed at least a dozen lives. Nigeria was outspoken on its condemnation of the violence, and in 2015, Zimbabwe had to repatriate thousands of its nationals in the aftermath of the xenophobic attacks. At least 62 people died in xenophobic attacks that rocked South Africa in 2008. Now, the Crisis in Zimbabwe Coalition chairperson Peter Mutasa said the majority of Zimbabweans illegally crossing into South Africa were running away from, of course, the economic collapse back here in Zimbabwe. Now, there are over 200,000 Zimbabweans who are now forced to come back home. And Home Affairs Minister of South Africa, Aaron Motsoaledi, has extended exemption permits to Zimbabwe nationals for a period of 12 months this year to allow holders to apply for a necessary visa under the Immigration Act. Now, in a gazette and statement published on the Home Affairs website on the 7th of January, Motsoaledi said that these exemptions will expire on the 31st of December 2022. So the Zimbabweans who do not leave the country, after the 31st of December 2022 will obviously technically be living in the country illegally. Now, the Gazette states that no holder of the exemption can be arrested, detained, or ordered to depart for not having a valid exemption permit and may be permitted to enter into or depart from South Africa during this time period. Now, this exemption permit was first introduced in the year 2009 by the then Home Affairs Minister Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma as a temporary solution to a growing refugee crisis in Zimbabwe. Now, while the dispensation was initially catering to a few thousand people, it quickly went over to 400,000 Zimbabweans. Now, it is also said that all the foreigners who own small markets in the taxi rank were chased and their belongings were burnt. And in the video, South Africans can be heard shouting that we're tired of foreigners, and also saying the derogatory, demeaning word, kwere. Now, Patriotic Alliance, which is one of the biggest political parties in South Africa, has been showing its determination to fight against illegal foreigners. The party is now busy with foreign-owned spaza shops checking food that are expired and other monitoring ways. Now, the president of the Patriotic Alliance, by the name of Gayton McKenzie, has been seen and heard saying that every illegal foreigner must go home. If you don't, we shall remove you out of this country. There's also been another issue concerning Zimbabwean students in South Africa, as well as other foreign students in South Africa. Foreign students who studied at South African universities and colleges under critical skills areas will no longer have the automatic permanent residency privilege, according to the Home Affairs Minister Aaron Motsoaledi. Now, this technically means that if you're a student in South Africa who's Zimbabwean or from another country, you can no longer look for job opportunities as soon as you've graduated. You now have to look elsewhere other than South Africa or come back home. Now, it's been speculated that there's over 3 million foreign nationals in South Africa, of which most of them are actually Zimbabweans. And, this move of the Zimbabwe exemption permits, I think it was a good move at the time when it was initiated by the former Home Affairs Minister, Nkosazana Zuma. But however, I do believe that South Africans don't have to be aggressive when it comes to, trying to get foreigners, so-called foreigners, out of their country. I feel they don't have to resort to violence in order to do that. There's a diplomatic and civil way they can do that. And I do believe that the xenophobia attacks are going to get worse because South Africa does have a high unemployment rate. The South Africans have been complaining about the level of unemployment, and they feel that it's unfair. And I do believe it is unfair as well that Zimbabweans are getting the jobs more than the South Africans, because probably due to higher qualifications, or Zimbabweans are willing to work more and more hours per day. I also do believe it's actually a good idea that this is all happening, that the Zimbabwe exemption permits have been, they've put an end to it, because, it's good for us as Zimbabweans to just come back home and fix our own country, fix our own problems, and come up with solutions, rather than always running away to other countries and never solving the problems of our own country. We have to face the fears that we have. We have to face the monsters that we have. We have to face everything that is negative in our country, So I believe this is a good move, especially for us Zimbabweans. Well, you, of course, are welcome to let us know what you think of the story in the comment section. And please do not hesitate to like, share this video, and do follow us on Facebook and Twitter. At Twitter, we are at AFR Diaspora News. That is AFR Diaspora News. And we are also on Instagram at African Diaspora News Channel. You can also find me, Maritawana, on my channel. That is DJ Wilkhontas from House of Stones. DJ Wilkhontas from House of Stones. And I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Ndini Actress. From the team and I, it's bye for now. Cheers.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.